Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Young and the Restless weekly spoilers find Adam Newman close to confessing his dirty secret during the week of July 22 to 26, 2024. Elsewhere, someone makes a life-changing decision, while another gives someone a reality check on Y&R. Check out the latest spoilers for the CBS Suds Fest. Next week, on Y&R, Adam Newman can't handle the guilt of sleeping with his ex, Chelsea Lawson. So he strongly considers coming clean with his girlfriend, Sally Spectra. Meanwhile, Chelsea herself is drowning in guilt. She has also come close to spilling the beans several times. Soon, she even has a panic attack because the guilt is so overwhelming. Indeed, it doesn't seem either of them will be able to keep it in much longer. And next week, on Young and the Restless, Adam may be the one to let the truth come pouring out. Surely, it could be the end of both of their relationships. Chances are, Sally and Billy Abbott will not forgive them. If so, Chatham may end up rekindling their old flame. While Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, wrestles with his guilt, other members of the Newman family deal with their own drama. Next week, Abby Newman, Melissa Ordway, is in for a surprise. Her boyfriend, David Hamilton, Brayton James, catches her off guard when he asks her to marry him. Later, Devin turns to Abby's father, Victor Newman, Eric Braden, for advice. So Devin's proposal may not go as well as he plans on Young and the Restless, and he might not get the answer he wants. Meanwhile, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, fights with her close friend, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. They end up arguing about Jack's wife, Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters. Jack is appalled when Nikki says she will never trust Diane, and she's left reeling when Jack blows up on her on Young and Restless. Later, Nikki is in shock when Victor tells her he plans to give her a new company. Also, he is adamant that he will protect the legacy Catherine Chancellor, Jean Cooper, left behind. Additionally, Adam gets the third degree from his sister, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel. Plus, Vicky reconsiders taking her job back at Newman Enterprises. Meanwhile, on Y&R, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, has some harsh words for Heather Stevens, Vale Bloom. Now that Phyllis' son, Daniel Rumalotti, Michael Graziadei, is unemployed, she worries he will spiral out of control again. And if he does, she fears that Heather will abandon him again. So she puts both of them on the spot about it next week. Meanwhile, Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, fights Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, with everything she's got. Elsewhere, on Young and the Restless, Kyle puts Claire Grace Howard, Haley Aaron, in a tough spot. Also, Tracy Abbott, Beth Maitland, takes a huge step with Alan Laurent, Christopher Cousins. So it looks as though they get intimate next week. In addition, Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, stands up to Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson. Also, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, worries about Sharon Newman's, Sharon Case, mental health. The drama picks up next week on the CBS soap opera. Keep watching to see if Adam Newman fesses up to Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, about his night with Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan. This week on The Young and the Restless, the shadows of the past catch up with Adam Newman, and no amount of damage control can shield him from the consequences. In a town that thrives on secrets and betrayal, guilt becomes a currency, and Adam's account is overdrawn. Genoa City has seen its fair share of scandal, but few can rival the emotional chaos Adam, Mark Grossman, brings in his wake. Known for walking the razor's edge between redemption and ruin, this week, Adam finds himself drifting deeper into emotional isolation as guilt over recent choices begins to unravel his carefully curated composure. In the aftermath of the tragic accident involving Connor's caretaker, an incident Adam indirectly caused while manipulating circumstances at Newman Media, he is forced to reckon with the cost of his ambition. Though the details remain murky, whispers are swirling. Did Adam cross a line that can't be uncrossed? His stoic exterior begins to crack, revealing a haunted man burdened by decisions that were made in desperation but born of love. This week, viewers can expect intense emotional scenes as Adam stands before the metaphorical mirror, unable to look away from the reflection staring back. One that resembles his father Victor, Eric Braden, more than he'd like to admit. In private, Adam's guilt consumes him. Flashbacks torment him, memories replaying on a loop. The last phone call with the caretaker, the heated argument at Newman Media, the cold silence that followed. Alone in the dimly lit penthouse, Adam pours another glass of bourbon, the amber liquid catching the light like a flame, one he can't extinguish. Just as Adam begins to spiral, Chelsea, Melissa Claire Eakin, returns to town unexpectedly, and her presence sends a shockwave through his fragile psyche. She wants answers. She's noticed the tension in Adam's voice, the distracted look in his eyes when he visits Connor. Something is off. But Chelsea's not backing down. She's not just a mother now. She's a woman who's been burned by Adam's secrets too many times. And though she still cares for him in ways she doesn't understand, she won't let him unravel without a fight. Their interaction opens a wound Adam hoped would stay sealed, and viewers are left wondering, will he finally come clean? Elsewhere in the week, Victor senses the shift in his son's behavior. The mustache has spent years trying to mold Adam into a successor, even as he pushed him away. Now, he sees a man teetering on the brink. In a tense father-son showdown, Victor lays down the law. "You fix this, or I will," he growls, his eyes cold with determination. It's less of a threat and more of a promise. But what does Victor know? Has he discovered the details of Adam's manipulations? Or is he simply playing chess the way he always has, using pressure to force a move? Adam, cornered and exhausted, must decide whether to double down on deception or face the consequences head-on. Either path is paved with fallout. Meanwhile, Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, finds herself caught in the emotional crossfire. Her complicated history with Adam resurfaces just as her connection with Nick deepens. But Sally can't ignore the way Adam looks at her, like she's his last lifeline. She wants to believe he can change, that the man she once loved is still in there somewhere. But she also knows Adam's darkness doesn't just hurt him, it pulls others under too. Toward the end of the week, spoilers tease a late-night scene that could change everything. Adam, emotionally exhausted and physically unraveling, shows up at Sharon's doorstep. The calm presence of Sharon Case, who knows his demons better than most, offers a fleeting sense of peace. But will he truly confess? And if he does, will Sharon keep his secret? Or will her moral compass force her to expose the truth? As Friday's cliffhanger looms, the show builds toward a crescendo. A mysterious phone call, a shocking discovery, and a sudden disappearance leave viewers gasping. The camera lingers on Adam, alone once again as sirens wail in the distance. "Every choice I made, I thought it was for the right reasons. But guilt doesn't care about reasons. It just stays. It eats you alive." And with that, The Young and the Restless sets the stage for a new chapter in Adam's redemption arc, or perhaps his final descent.